timeout lovers and sports lovers, and welcome to another episode of For the Three Timeout Sports, a show anybody can watch about sports, stats, facts, and everything in between, from a fan point of view. I'm your host, Charlie, so let's go get this ball rolling. Timeout. For the Three. Let's talk about some sports. How did I miss that? Oh man, fellow timeout lovers and sports lovers, did we have an insane packed full games yesterday on Takedown Thursday. So, timeout. It's sports time. We begin this gorgeous afternoon with the first game. We go to goal hockey. We have in the NHL, we have the Hawks versus the Stars. In the first period, it's all about them shining Dallas Stars, as Patrick Evans gets the first goal in for the Stars. And then John Killeberg gets another goal in for the Stars. Finally, Patrick Evans finishes it off with a power play, woohoo! And then another goal in to finish off the first quarter. Now, with the score, fellow timeout lovers, 4-0. And then in the second period, the Hawks finally rose up and woke up. As finally Duncan Keith gets a goal in for the Hawks, and Patrick Kane, the legendary stud of the Hawks, gets a goal in for the Hawks. But a little too late. The Stars shine bright in Chi-Town with a final victory of 4-2. The studs on the ice was Eves, right wing of the Stars, with not one, not two, but count them 3 goals, as well as a power play. Killenberg, defense of the Stars, with 1 goal and 1 assist. And Jonathan Towens, center of the Blackhawks, with not 1, but 2 assists. On to the second game, we head to For the Three NBA, as we have the Thunder versus the Pelicans, where pretty much, fellow timeout lovers, all quarters, the Thunder made it rain. Down 3 after 3. After a very emotional day with Monty Williams' wife passing away on Wednesday. And Monty being on both teams, the Pelicans, as well as now the assistant coach of the Thunder, it was an emotional night. But the Thunder shook the arena with a whirlwind score of 121-95. The Thunder are now in, fellow timeout lovers, a tiny club with only Golden State Warriors and the Spurs to be the teams to have at least 40 wins going into the All-Star game. The Thunder Rainmen of the night was Westbrook with 10 assists and 23 points, and the big guy Cantor helped out with 23 points and 12 rebounds. The Pelican studs of the night was Anthony Unibrow Davis with 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists, and Drew Holiday helped out with 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. And finally, off the tee, the next game we had golf for the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am started today. The first round has been completed in Pebble Beach, California. In first place so far we have Reeve with a score of -8, and then we have a couple people tied for second. We have Bergons tied for second with a -7 score. Jacobson tied for -7 as well, tied for second with a -7 score. And finally Smith, who is tied for second with a -7 score. With the purse up to $7 million, it's anyone's game. Man, talk about some amazing games that happened yesterday on Takedown Thursday.
Well, extra, read all about it. Hot off the presses.
This just in, at Super Bowl 50, before the game, there was a human trafficking sting going on, fellow timeout lovers. Members of the St. Clair County Sheriff's Office made at least 30 arrests or citations for alleged solicitation and over 40 possible victims of human trafficking. Unfortunately, this is not the first time the police have stepped in at the Super Bowl last year as well. At Super Bowl 49 in Glendale, Arizona, over 600 arrests were made and 68 human trafficking victims were saved. With the Super Bowl being the greatest, most amazing show on earth, to know that there's a sick underside and underbelly of it, it makes me sick and sad to my stomach. And it definitely only, unfortunately, takes a few eggs to toss out the entire cart.
Hey, what you watching?
Okay, fellow timeout lovers and sports lovers, man, do we have an insane packed game going down tonight on Feeding Frenzy Friday. Such as at 7:30 tonight on Fox Sports 1, you have the Cats trying to rip and claw through the St. Louis Blues. Or will the Blues go up an octave and get a win in Fort Lauderdale? Tune in tonight's Edge of Your Seat hockey game going down on Feeding Frenzy Friday. Well, that's my show, fellow timeout lovers and sports lovers. Thanks for watching. If you really like what I'm talking about, then don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Or, if you really feel me, then why haven't you subscribed yet? Or, you can always leave me a comment below the video here, of course. And don't forget to hit me up on social media, on Facebook at Charles Callan Timeout, as well as I'm very active on Twitter at TimeoutNow87. Until next time, time out. Let's talk about some sports. Have an awesome, wonderful, sports-tastic weekend, and let's go Cats!